Epcot is beautiful, educational, immersive, and amazing. It is also overwhelming, overstimulating, and hot. As a mental health therapist whose favorite park in the entire world is Epcot, I have spent a lot of time wandering around finding little hidden spots for you to take mental health breaks. If you come right in front of Connections, there's this amazing sitting area. It is really directly in the sunlight at the time of day that I'm here right now. I don't know how it is later. We'll check it out. But it's great. And there's like literally no one sitting here right now. And I'm not gonna lie, it's literally lunchtime. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So the fact that nobody is here, this is a great spot in Epcot to just come and relax. Now this is a tip that I actually talked about in my last video about Epcot, but it's one that I think is worth repeating. So if you go into the land pavilion, it's usually pretty chaotic in here because of the fact that it has Soarin' and Living with the Land and it has Sunshine Seasons, which is a great quick service. But there's this little hidden spot over here that like no one comes and sits in. And while yes, sometimes throughout the course of the day this gets closed off, don't stop just in the middle when you're looking for a table. Come over next to Living with the Land and sit down and enjoy a little bit of quiet. Enjoy space away from you. What I'm doing right now is I just got off Soarin' and my lightning lane isn't for another 10 minutes for Living with the Land. So I'm sitting here in the quiet area, taking a few minutes to myself to talk to you guys and just kind of decompress from a crowded day at Epcot. So this is where it is. You come over here by Living with the Land, and like all these tables are empty. But if you look in the middle, all the tables are full. So don't always stop right where it's convenient when you first find the table. Look a little bit, and you might find a spot that's a little bit quieter. My empty sitting area, Living with the Land. A great relaxation spot are the gardens in the China Pavilion. It's this little walkway right here that looks into the whole pavilion, and it's so quiet and it's so relaxing, and it is a great place to go for a little meditation, a little mindfulness. I love it over here. It's just so soothing. Queue holding area for Disney and Pixar Short Film Festival is so nice. I've never been in here, so that is a new anxiety spot for us. Come in here, it's quiet, there's 3 benches, it's spacious, it's air conditioned. I love it in here now. And we're gonna watch the film festival. So that's a win. This little area right outside of Creations where there's a few benches. It's by where Mike and Sully are during Flower Garden. Looking over direction towards World Showcase. There's also a playground. This is a very quiet, out of your way area. I think most people just walk right past it. They don't even notice that it's here. So this is a great spot for our mental health breaks. Do some breathing, just sit for a little bit, get away from the crowds. It's a great, great spot. And there's tables, which are so hard to find around Epcot. We know that. Our next set of mental health tips come to you courtesy of Test Track. Right outside of the Test Track gift shop, you got benches, you got walls, you got people just walking by and not stopping. As you can see, some are directly in the sunlight, so not a sunlight break, but some are a little shaded over here. So coming to right outside the Test Track gift shop, you get spots that are great for our mental health, where we can sit, we can breathe, we can relax, we can get a little break from the sun and the crowd. So try going to the exit of Test Track. But wait, there's more. If we go inside the Test Track gift shop, you're going to find more mental health break spots, like this lovely bench right here. This bench is right next to the gift shop, and the cars that are actually for sale. If you've ever actually purchased a car in Test Track, please let me know. I'm very curious to meet someone there. But this bench, air conditioning, space, room to breathe. This is a great spot to keep in mind. But wait, there's more. If we keep walking past the cars, guess what else you find? A ton more benches that, as you can see, are completely empty. With how popular of a ride Test Track is, you wouldn't think that one ride could give us so many spots to have our mental health breaks. But it does, because this isn't even it. There's more to find. And I'm just chilling alone on a bench right now, which is an amazing thing to know when you're in this crowded area of the park, because there's Test Track and Guardians nearby. This is indoors, it's air conditioned, you're out of the sun. I can even take these off and let you guys see my eyes for once. But this is a great spot to know exists if you need a few minutes during your busy, chaotic Disney day. Like I said, we're gonna keep on walking. We're gonna walk back here by the fancy schmancy car. The car that I would literally be afraid to be in. But this is an empty room. There's no one here. You keep walking, guess what? You're gonna find more space. Some beautiful artwork, and you guessed it, some more benches. So you have benches over there at the exit, and you also have this one over here, which is my favorite hidden spot. So it's actually extra quiet right now just because of the fact that Test Track is currently down when I'm here. So it's extra quiet. Usually back here, you'll have people walking off the ride because this is the exit for Test Track. But these are still great places to know exist, and all just inside Test Track's gift shop and right outside it. Bet you never thought to come look for Test Track for a spot to help your mental health while you're in Epcot. But Test Track is a great spot to go to. So as a mental health tip on Guardians, so what you want to do is when you're going into the room for the second pre-show, stay to the left. Everyone's gonna run to the right because that's where the doors open. But there is no reason to rush to get on the ride. You're all gonna get on. So take the break away from the crowd and go to the left. There's another whole pre-show, and you notice everyone is rushing to the doors to stand there. But if you stay off to the left, you're gonna be alone. See, hanging out to the left gets you at the back of the line. Nobody's here with you. You'll still get on the ride, but you're not in the crowd of people that are pushing and shoving, trying to get ahead, which is much better for our mental health as a whole. So we want to make sure we stay to the left because it's going to give us that little break that we need from all the chaos. Oh yeah, and then you still get to ride Guardians of the Galaxy. One way or another is my favorite song. Let me know in the comments what yours is. Project Tomorrow is a good place to take a break. It's always going to have people in it. It is the exit for Spaceship Earth. But it's never overwhelmingly crowded. And there's all these fun little games that you can play. There's places you can sit over there and just chill and wait for people. So it's a fun little spot to go to that isn't very overwhelming. It's indoors, so that means no sunlight. And there's some benches. So while it's never gonna be empty in here, it's always very minimal crowds. So Project Tomorrow is another good place for a little bit of a break. It's a great one to get out of the heat for a little bit. And you can just kind of hang out here, play some of the games, or just relax on a bench. I love on crazy Epcot days to come back to the gardens in the England Pavilion. This is one of those spots that I will sit with my mom when we bring her here for quite some time. My sister will explore the shops and Mom and I will just relax, and it's a good break for our mental health. They are so peaceful and they are so beautiful, and there's so many benches. And this is a great spot to just get off your feet for a few minutes, get away from the crowd and relax. The only thing that happens back here most of the day is the line for Winnie the Pooh. Sometimes you will get a performance on the stage, which will make it louder back here and make it more crowded. But for the most part, these gardens are very, very peaceful. One thing that's never good for our mental health, as delicious as it is layoff. The food is so good here that it's always so crowded here, and I can't stand it because of that. A great way to start your day for a little mental health reset, setting the tone, is go watch Impressions de France when you get in. It only shows early in the morning or late at night, but I just had a private showing. I got to watch this beautiful, beautiful movie about France, completely alone, in the quiet, and it is starting my day off exactly as it should be. Great. This is one that I talked about in my last video, but I'm always going to bring this up. It's the Fez House in the Morocco Pavilion. This spot is so quiet, and it's so beautiful, and it's usually completely empty, and it's a great place to go take a break. And if you need to have a little assistance in your break to help with your mental health, check out my guided meditation I have up on the channel where we are walking around World Showcase. It's about 15 minutes. You can put in some earbuds, listen to that, do a little meditation, increase your mindfulness, and then go back out and attack the park day. Early in the morning, the Morocco Pavilion is so peaceful. I'm filming this part rope dropping, and my rope drop strategy is very different than most people's. Please go check out my video on me rope dropping Epcot. But it's so quiet and it's so beautiful, and there's so much to see and do and take in. I love this pavilion. It is by far one of my absolute favorites. I think a big part of that is Morocco actually helped with designing this pavilion. It isn't just an Americanized take on Morocco. It is Morocco. And it's so beautiful and it's so peaceful, and walking around here is a great way to start your day. And I'll be honest, because there's not much back here to begin with, Morocco tends to be a more peaceful pavilion all day long. So if you need one of your breaks, come check out what Morocco looks like. I know I love it back here. Now, I talk about the Kauai exhibit being a great spot for mental health relaxation in my part 1 video of Epcot anxiety reducing tips. Go check that out because this place is cool. It's air conditioned, dim lighting. It's got really fun things to look at and learn because we love edutainment. And it's so quiet. It's a great place to just take a few minutes from the heat, from the crowd, for you. A few minutes for you. And you can come check out Duffy and the gang. We love Duffy and the gang. The Stave Church. Now, I love the Stave Church so much, and there's no one in here right now, so it's so quiet. This is great for our mental health. But it tells you some of the stories of Norse mythology. Now, if you know anything about Norse mythology, that is Loki. That is Odin, Thor, Freya. This is a great stop to come to and see about the heroes we know and love that Marvel brought to life. Thor is more than just an Avenger. Thor is an actual Norse god.
Which rained down upon the land of man and became the drink that encouraged the creation of poetry.
I also have to say, never pass up coming into the Stave Church. because it is so cool in here because it has actual artifacts. It has such great air conditioning. Come in here. I always say the Norway, Mexico area of World Showcase is just not good for mental health. It's not. It's so crowded in this section. As I always stress on this channel, you can do anything. Even if you have anxiety or if you struggle with your mental health in any way, shape, or form, you do not need to limit yourself. That is why I do these videos. It's because you can live the best, most full life. You just need to know the tips and the tricks for helping your mental health throughout the day. Now I know the things I talk about aren't going to work for everyone, but they're all always worth a try. If you want, go check out my other video on Epcot tips and tricks because this is part 2. And you can stop by my Patreon or my Etsy shop where you can find a printable document of these tips and tricks to take with you on your trip. I hope you guys learned something from this video and realize that you are capable of everything. And if you liked it, please like, subscribe, and share. And I hope you guys find your magical balance.